So unrealized gains tax, what is that? Just because of this one policy that she suggests, it's no way you're gonna vote for that stuff because it's gonna implement on everybody, on every freaking American.
Right.
Explain to people.
So unrealized gains, like for example, this is the cup that you gave me right now, right? But let's say it's my cup. I invested. This is my capital. This is my money. Yes. I invested to make this cup and to put this very, by the way, very delicious tea that's in this cup. Is it tea?
Yes.
Tea. Very good tea, right? And I decided to make a business out of it or whatever, or invest more. Now, this is all my money, but then I happen to make more money here, but I haven't touched this money. This is just, it's there, but it's on paper. Like, oh, you made an amount, but I haven't unrealized. I mean, I haven't realized. I mean, I haven't withdrawn from it.
It's not in your bank account.
It's not in my bank account. It's not in my hands. It's not in my pocket. I technically don't have it. You're gonna tax me on something I've never touched, though I haven't even used it. But the crazy part about it is you're gonna tax. But if this goes down, I'm gonna pay taxes on something I never had. I'm paying taxes on air. That's the crazy part about it. You know what I mean? It's wild. I understand you charging me taxes on my capital. This was my money that I used and I touched, and it was in my pocket in my bank account at one point. But this has never hit my bank account. The question becomes, somebody asked me, well, what if they just never realize it, meaning they never touch it? Well, then there was no point of ever having it. So at one point in time, you're going to want to use this money.
Yes.
Then you could pay taxes on it. Yeah, pay taxes on it when you use it.
Yes.
So, of course, like, what's the point of investing $1 and making $1 million if you never touched $1 million? Does that make sense? Then you really never made anything. So, like, well, how are they ever going to tax it? Well, at some point, I'm going to want to use it.
Yes.
Right? So then when I withdraw it, then charge me for it. But because this money, well, it can go up, but it can go down to zero too. So now, let's say I had $50,000 gain. You charge me on $50,000. I still don't touch that money, wanting it to go up, and it goes on to zero. Now I pay taxes on money I've never had.
Yes.
How the fuck does that make sense?
I don't know.
That's wild.
Let's say you bought a house for $100,000.
Yeah.
Because of, let's take Florida, 2020. So from 2020 to 2024, the housing market in Florida went up, I want to say 100%, right. 50%, right? So you bought a house, for instance, for $100,000. In 2024, in 4 years, it cost $200,000. You have to pay taxes, even if you didn't sell the house.
Right.
How's
That's
it
wild.
It's absurd.
Right. You don't have the money.
You don't have the money, bro.
Yeah, you don't have the money.
You just have the house.
You have the house.
Or you have a luxury watch, right? It's 50 grand, for instance.
Right.
And now it costs 100 grand. You're going to pay the
unrealized taxes on it, yeah. But you know what's the crazy part? You know why it makes sense, why so many people are good with that? It's because they're such fucking haters.
Yes, they just
they don't want to
hate
see
the
you.
guy.
They don't want to have, they don't care to have it. They just don't want you to have it. Envy is not just you. Envy, hatred, jealousy is not just you wanting to possess what that person has.
You want me not to have it.
I want you not to have it. It's actually stronger. Envy and jealousy is stronger, not because I want it. It's because I don't want you to have it.
Especially if I don't have it.
If I don't have it. If I don't have it, I don't want you to have it. My jealousy doesn't come so much from the fact that you have it and I don't. I just don't want you to have it. You know what I mean? So therefore, people that are okay with this are people that are fucking haters that have never built anything, never invested their money in anything, never done anything big. It's like, oh, I'll pay your fair share. Fair share of what? Fair share of your bills? You want me to pay your shit too? Fair share. Like, that's the stupidest term. I'll pay their fair share. Taxation is theft. We had a Boston tea
party.
The Boston Tea Party. They revolted against the government for taxes on tea. And now you have people saying, pay your fair share. Isn't it crazy? It only took about 150 years?
Yeah, up to.
150 years ago, Americans were like, we don't want to pay tea on taxes. Nobody does. And now Americans are like, pay your fair share. What? How the fuck did that happen?
You got soft.
You got soft. But worse than soft, you became envious. So we were a country that 120, 130, 140, 150 years ago They didn't want 160 years, 70 years ago. I don't want to get technical because I don't know that. I don't remember when the Boston Tea happened. I don't remember. There's not something that
1863.
whatever the case. 150
yeah.
years ago, 160 years ago, 160 years ago, we were fighting to not get taxed, and now we fight so that you tax our fellow Americans. Isn't it crazy? Now you get mad if they don't pay taxes, as if you're gonna get that money some way, as if my taxes are some way mysteriously gonna show up in your bank account because the government charging me more.
So hear me out. So unrealized gain taxes. You have a house, and I fight the inflation with printing money. So inflation goes up. So basically, your house is getting up the price. So I caused the inflation. I caused your house to get more expensive. I caused you to pay unrealized gain taxes.
Yeah, isn't that wild? It's insane. But that's just the world that we live in right now, brother.
Anything but Trump. Like anything. Any demon but Trump. Putin, but not Trump.
Yeah, fuck
Mao.
Hitler. I believe we're in a time right now where people would vote for Hitler over Trump because they're that fucking stupid.
No, he's far right. They would vote Stalin.
Mao, yeah.
Lenin.
Yeah.
Trotsky.
Yeah. Well, you gotta remember though, Hitler was a socialist.
Yes. National Socialist Party.
Yeah, and they would vote for him. They're socialists. He would be the party of AOC. If you think about that. She wants to take all your money. She wants you to have not for you to have shit. She wants full control of. She wants the government controlling everything. That was Hitler's ideology.
And she was just a bartender.
And she was just a bartender. But Hitler would actually be a Democrat in today's society. Because that's exactly what they want. Tax you on everything, not for you not to have anything. Socialism, communism, that's everything that Hitler stood for. So he would actually be probably a very strong ally of Bernie Sanders.
By the way, who's the president of the U.S. right now?
Fuck, who knows? I haven't seen him in a while. I have no idea. I know he's in
on the second
Delaware in the beach somewhere.
Working hard, nonstop.
Hard. Yeah.
Calls after calls.
Dude, after he dropped out, he's been out of the game. Nobody sees him anymore. It's like, bro, you're still the fucking president.
You've got 5 more months.
Right.
You got to do the job. Fuck. Yeah. I'm not doing this shit.
That's wild, bro. By the way, did you see that stat where when he came in, he was worth $9 million. He's worth $40 million now. Kamala was worth $6 million. She's worth $28 million now.
How? Just ask the question, how?
Yeah.
I'm answering those questions every year when I do my taxes.
Right.
How did you make your money? Here are the invoices, the expenses, the revenue, the tax on it, right? On the profit. Ask those people. I like this picture when it's so there is Barack and Michelle, and this is how you do it. Like you start when you're young and you have nothing, and then they're showing the Barack when he's the president, she's the first lady, and they're worth 100 million. Wait a minute. He became a president and he earned 100 million? How?
How?
Because the salary is definitely...
It's $250,000 a year.
A year. And he's worth, I want to say 100 million, something like that. Right? Like, how? No questions asked.
Yeah.
But you try to get a Zell with
shit. $600.
Yeah. You're done. Like,
yeah.
Without the lubricant. Bro,
with sand. No lubricant.
That's how they like it. Let's get back to Mexico.
Okay.